Hi, Todd Fithian here from Legacy, and welcome to Fithian Fridays. I want to talk to you today about processing styles, and there are two major processing styles that we'll talk about that really relate specifically to how you're engaging and interacting with prospects as well as some of your existing clients. And the processing styles are critical because this is how people connect. It ultimately funnels down to how people make decisions, because when they can't connect with something, they can't often make a decision, or at least a decision that they feel good about. So the two processing styles I want to talk about are visual processors, and the other is auditory processors. And so the visual processors, that represents about 65% of our population. This is the biggest group. And it's important because even if you have great words when you're speaking to a prospect or to a client, if they can't visualize what you're saying, if you can't bring that to a visualization for them, then they're going to have a hard time really being able to connect and really buy into what it is you're saying. And so visual processors are people that want pictures, need pictures, crave pictures. And so you'll notice that if you're talking to a visual processor, things you can look for is, are they looking away? Visual processors tend to kind of look up and to the left because they're actually trying to visualize and paint a picture in their head as to what it is you're actually sharing with them. So really important that, to the extent that you're trying to communicate something really important to a client or a prospect, that you put it in pictures. The second largest group is what we call the auditory processors. And these are people that are focused on the words, right? Like what you're saying matters, and words really matter in this process. So really be clear and concrete and use words that are normal to not only the way that you communicate, but just our general language so that people can really understand it. And so we talk about, don't use advisor speak and don't use industry terms or acronyms that they can't actually connect with, because you will even miss those auditory processors. So when you think about connecting with prospects as well as existing clients, right? Think about how your approach is, how what you're sharing and how what you're saying can connect with those visual as well as those auditory processors, and you will find a greater deal of connection, people making decisions easier, faster, and feeling better about it. So that is the thought for today, and welcome to a new weekend.